Hey, it's Suinda at Her Clear Path. Today I want to talk to you about starting a service-based business. I'm passionate about starting a service-based business. I think that many of us are called to serve one another, and I think that a service-based business is really the best way for you to get yourself out of the rat race, out of the hamster wheel of the 9 to 5 for 40 and 60 years, and really live the life on your own terms and the life that you want. So, I'm going to tell you how to get started, how you can start your own service based business with 15 steps. Here we go. I want to share my journey. There's so many pieces of my life that have led me to this point. Who are you? Pursue your purpose. Now, my office is in disarray, but we're going to ignore that. All right, let's roll our sleeves up, get your notebooks out, because this is 15 things, 15 steps to starting a service based business. And stay tuned because I will throw in a bonus step at the end. Now, a service-based business is a little bit different, and it's specifically different from if you're starting a digital business or trying to sell a product. And it's different because services are usually provided locally. Now, you can have an online service where you're offering virtual services and it doesn't matter locally, but I'm talking about face to face with customers in your city, in your neighborhood, in your town, offering a service and getting paid for that service and making this service-based business your livelihood. Getting started is, who do you want to serve? Who's your audience? Who is your customer? Who do you want to serve? And why are you passionate about serving them? Sometimes that question can it can catch you off guard. I understand that. Who do I want to serve? What do you mean I'm trying to start a business? I'm thinking about how can I make the most money? Well, the reason why I don't recommend you going into starting a business automatically thinking about, ooh, how much money can I make? What business can I start that's going to make me the most money? The why you want to serve and who you want to serve, it doesn't have to be, I want to stop homelessness in America. It can be something as little as, I want to solve this minor inconvenience for the people in my neighborhood, and how can I do it? Another way to look at it is flip it. What are you good at? What skill can you provide? What skill can you do on repeat that you enjoy, that you can provide to others that'll solve them a problem? It can be anything. And at the end of this video, I'm going to share a list of 88 different service-based businesses that you can start in 2022. So stay tuned for that at the end of the video. I'm also giving you a bonus 16th step to starting your own service-based business. So the first thing is lock down what's the service that you're going to provide and who you're going to provide it to. Who's your customer base? Number 2, narrow down who your ideal customer is. It's very easy for you to be like, I want to provide my services to whoever will pay me. But when you go to market your services, you have to talk to someone. You can't make advertising so broad and so vague that it speaks to no one. You want to be specific enough that you're talking to somebody specific. Let's say you're offering after school nanny services for mothers, working mothers. Your advertisements or your marketing materials are going to say, hey, are you a single mother who's trying to juggle it all? It's very specific. And let me tell you, there are hundreds of thousands of people who will fall into that category. And you don't need very many to be your customers in order for you to make the money that you want to make. So you want to make sure that you narrow down who your customer actually is so you can speak to them directly. Number 3 is, what's your value proposition? And the value proposition is just a fancy way of saying, what do you do and provide and offer that the competition doesn't? Why would a customer pick your service over the next? You're going to open a mobile car washing business? Well, there's probably a ton of car washers in your neighborhood or your town. Why would someone come to you versus anyone else? And it can be as simple as you're always going to add on a special wax, included with whatever service package you offer. Or it can be that you can work around people's unusual work schedules. Maybe you want to advertise specifically to people who work the night shift. I can do X, Y, and Z for you, for you night shift workers. I'm just throwing different things out there. But you want to be very clear on why someone should pick you over the next one. It could be how many years of experience you have, but you don't want to go with I'm the cheapest. You don't want to go with I'm the fastest, because those promises don't really mean anything because they've been promised by businesses over and over and over again. Find something unique to you, and remember, you are the only you around. Nobody's going to be able to do it like you. Look within. and really pull out what is it about you that's going to make you special, that's going to make you stand out from the rest. Another way to look at that when you're trying to figure out what your value proposition is what are other people in the same industry not doing? And is it something that you can offer? For example, I'm a notary, and notaries have gotten, unfortunately, a bad reputation because of some disorganized, non-attention to detail, not accurate, not thorough notaries that have kind of stained the notary name. So very easily can I advertise that I'm not any of those things, that I'm the opposite of not thorough, that I'm extra thorough, that my attention to detail is impeccable, that I'm accurate 100% of the time. You see what I'm saying? If you know that there's a problem in the industry that you want to get into, advertise to solve that problem, and that automatically will put you as the opposite of the maybe negative experiences that your potential customers may have faced in that industry. On to number 4. You need to be clear on what you're trying to accomplish. Your vision, your mission, your values. You got to write them out. And I know that this part can be a little bit of a floofy, but your vision is really all about where do you want to be? What do you want this business that you're starting to accomplish in 5 years, 3 years, 10 years, however you want to label it. Let's go with the car wash example. Your vision is to be the #1 car washer in your city by 2027. Is that 5 years from now? Yes. Your mission is simple. What do you do? Why do you do it? Who do you do it for? Simple. Your values, now here is where I want you to really put some thought into, because your values can be both personal and business values. Really think about, in your industry, what are some values that you want to be customer facing? Hey everyone who I want to buy my services, these values are missing from this industry, but I have them. That's just a suggestion. But your values should also apply across any endeavor that you do. No matter where you go in your business future, in your business ventures, you'll always have integrity, for example, or you'll always have honesty. So try and make your values, what values will you always have no matter what you're doing? Number 5, super simple, pick a business name. Now I recommend that you do a little bit of research before you just decide, I want Nike to be my business name, because Nike's taken. So you want to check all the social media platforms that you plan to be on, a quick search, quick Google search, and make sure you check your state's business search to see if anybody else has also already used that name in your state. You can also do a quick trademarks check on the federal side just to make sure that you're not stepping on any toes. Number 5, 6, and 7 go hand in hand. Pick a business name. Number 5. Number 6, make sure nobody else has it. Number 7, make sure there's no trademarks being held or being filed for the name that you want. Use variations and try to go vague. You don't want to be Suinda's Bouncy House Castle Company, and then you decide that now you want to sell t-shirts and you have to start a whole new thing. American Bounce Incorporated or American Bounce LLC, or use your state, Nevada Bounce LLC. I'm just using the Bouncy House as an example, but you see how Nevada Bounce doesn't automatically mean Bouncy House. You can use that for anything really. It's vague. But if you specifically say in your business name what you're doing, then you kind of limit and pigeonhole yourself when it comes to future growth. You can always get a DBA or doing business as underneath that Nevada Bounce LLC and have a Bouncy House specific name that you're doing business as filed underneath that LLC. But your head LLC, your parent company, should be a little bit more vague. That's a suggestion. All right, number 8 is to register your business with your state. Do your own research if you should get an LLC or not, but you need to register. Make it legit from the jump. Number 9 is get an EIN. Employer identification number. You get this for free through the IRS. It's very simple to apply. You'll get it within minutes. You'll be able to download a PDF. Number 10, and some of you may disagree with me on this, but you need a professional email address. We should not be doing business under Yahoo and Gmail accounts. It's 2022, people. We need to show up and show out. Get yourself a professional business email address. I recommend using Ionos. I will put a link below where you can get a free domain with your email address for like $1 a month or $2 a month. Ionos is cheaper than Google. You'll get your email address and you'll get a free domain with it, and that way you'll already have your domain ready for when you want to build your website. Number 11 and 12 are to get a business bank account in your now established business name and to fund that account with some startup money. I didn't mention this before, but these are in order. You can't get a business bank account without having the EIN. You want to have your business name picked before you register the business. You see what I'm saying? So these are in order. Sorry if I didn't say that earlier. Open your bank account. Business bank account, very important, and there are free ones. I'll put some links below of my two favorites. I have both of these, a Novo account and a Brex account. I recommend them both. Novo's got the really cool feature where you can create envelopes to separate your money between like saving for taxes, saving for reserves, your monthly expenses, owner's pay, etc. And the Brex account, which is also going to be linked in the description, they offer you a credit building option where every purchase that you make, they report that to the credit bureau as positive payments towards a credit card. And so both of those have their advantages. I'll put my referral links for both of them below. Now, number 13 goes in conjunction with the professional email, because if you use the referral link that I recommended for Ionos to get your professional email address, you also got a free domain. So snatch up that domain. Go into Ionos, log in, order the domain that you want that's going to be used for your business. Number 14, you need to know in advance how much it's going to cost you to run your business. For example, if in your mind you want to offer cleaning services and you want to leave all of your customer engraved mahogany boxes with Italian chocolates as a thank you, that's an expensive thank you gift. And if that's what your heart is set on, you have to build the cost of that into the price that you set for the services that you offer. Keep in mind, you need to know what everything is going to cost. For example, I know every time I go out and do a loan signing as a notary, it's going to cost me $9 and change in supplies. I know that, every single one. You need to know what that's going to cost you and build it into the price that you set for whatever services you offer. Know what it costs. Do that research in advance. Because if you set your prices and then start completing services and all of your expenses are more than the money that's coming in, you're going to go out of business before you even start. After you've researched those costs and expenses, number 15 is to set your prices. You want to make sure that you're setting your prices not just to cover your costs, but also to give you enough profit to invest back into the business and to pay yourself. Very important. Now I'm going to put a little tip in here, and the tip is just because you want to make $200,000 a year, you have to be competitive within the market. And why would somebody pay you $200 when they can go to their neighborhood nail salon and get a full set for, I don't know, what is it, $50 now? So keep in mind that you're a new business. You still want to be competitive. And if you need to increase your prices every 6 months or every year, you can do that, but you got to start making money first. So don't try to charge astronomical prices because you want to make money for you and then end up with no customers because nobody's willing to pay you. Build up your customer base first as you slowly increase what you charge. All right, it's bonus time. Number 16, steps to start a service-based business. This is the bonus step to start a service-based business, and it's to create an offer. What are you offering? And an offer isn't just I do nails. An offer, what I mean by offer is like a packaged deal. Offer your customers not just I can do your nails, but I'm going to do your nails, I'm going to clean your cuticles, I'm going to trim down whatever, I'm going to include 2 nail arts, and you get a hand massage for this one fee. Or have 3 packages, a basic, a premium, and a plus, where you include additional services into each package and let your customers decide which of the packages they want. Number 1, you're not just saying it's $50 in exchange for getting your nails done. You're listing out everything that they're going to get for those $50, but you're also offering them the option to upgrade and get more for just extra money, $10, $15, $20, whatever you decide. If you're doing the car wash, you can say we can do a basic exterior car wash for this much, include a basic interior, or you can get the plus deluxe upgraded super soaker whatever for $100, and it includes this long list of features, all the best stuff. What I'm getting at is consumers like to pay one price and they like to get the biggest bang for their buck. So tell people what's the bang. you're giving them for their buck. It's easy to see one price and know that it's including everything than to have to nickel and dime, like, okay, it's $10 extra for this, $5 extra for this, $5 for each nail design. Like, just make a package that includes all of that and make it easy for your customers to buy from you. That's the bonus tip. Now we're going to get to the list of 88 different service-based businesses that you can start in 2022. Here you go. If you like this video or you want more information about starting your service-based business, head over to my Instagram. I share my own experiences as I build and grow my service-based businesses on stories daily. I'm also on TikTok. You can find me on my blog at www.herclearpath.com, where I'm posting a weekly blog post, a sister post to my weekly videos here on this YouTube channel. If you watched this far, thank you so much for being here, and I hope that you have found this helpful. Let's quit those 9-to-5s and go into business for ourselves. See you next time. Am I greasy? Why am I still banging on my desk?